Be sure to use the steps and handholds when climbing on or off the unit. More people are injured in this way than any other single cause. It's important that you face the unit and maintain at least a 3-point contact, 2 hands and a foot or 2 feet and a hand. If equipped with a cab, the door can be unlatched with this lever. The seat in the loader has a number of adjustments. To adjust for weight, turn the lever in front. Seat height can be changed by lifting up on the seat. To lower, lift the seat to maximum height and lower. Leg length is changed with this lever. Seat back angle can be adjusted by using this release and lock lever. The lumbar support is changed by rotating this knob. Armrest height is adjusted by loosening and tightening this screw. Tilt is adjusted with this screw. The armrest position is adjusted with this screw. A retractable seat belt comfortably and securely holds you in the seat. In the event of an overturn, that's where you want to stay. For these reasons, the seat belt should be kept in proper working order. Be aware of its condition and replace when necessary at least every 3 years, regardless of appearance. Before operating any machine, you need to become familiar with the operating controls and instrumentation. In front is the steering wheel. Push the button on the side column to release the steering wheel tilt. Release it when the wheel is at the desired angle. The horn is located on the end of the turn signal lever. The wiper switch has 3 positions: off, delay, and constant speed. Sliding the end of the lever will activate the washer. Pulling on the lever will brighten or dim the headlights. To the right of the steering wheel is the machine's monitor. Turning the key switch activates the monitor. Let's freeze the picture and look at the indicators. In the center is the fuel gauge. Below that is the hour meter. Below that are the park brake indicator, engine preheat indicator, reverse travel indicator, and forward travel indicator. Around the outside you have indicators for the high beam, turn signal and hazard light, engine air filter contamination, hydraulics lockout, engine coolant temperature, hydraulic oil temperature, battery control, engine oil pressure, engine stop, engine warning, fixed gear 2, fixed gear 1, and low fuel level. During operation, if the engine controller develops a service code, it will be displayed on the monitor instead of the hour meter. To the right is the loader control lever. It operates a number of functions. The F&R rocker switch on the front of the joystick controls transmission forward and reverse movement. From neutral, with the park brake off, pressing the top of the switch will place the transmission in forward. A forward arrow will appear in the monitor. From forward, pressing the bottom of the switch will place it in neutral, and another press will place the transmission in reverse. A reverse arrow will appear in the monitor as well. Moving the joystick controls the movement of the front attachment. Pulling the lever rearward will raise the boom. Pushing it forward will lower the boom. Pushing the lever forward into the detent places the bucket in the float position. This allows the bucket to follow the contour of the ground. Moving the lever to the left retracts the bucket. Moving the lever to the right dumps the bucket. Moving the lever diagonally will activate two functions at once. The lever next to the joystick controls third function hydraulics if attached. To the operator's lower right on cab models are several operational switches, including the key switch. On canopy models, the operational switches are located to the upper right. Their function is listed on the side post. Cab units also have a function list on the side post. The switch functions and icons are the same depending upon how the unit is equipped. We will identify and demonstrate these using a cab unit since it is equipped with more functions than the canopy. The park brake has two positions, neutral and momentary. Pressing the bottom of the switch engages the park brake. When engaged, the park brake indicator is illuminated in the monitor. If the F&R switch is in neutral, the park brake can be disengaged by pressing the top of the switch. Notice that the park brake monitor icon is off. If the park brake is engaged and the F&R switch is moved to either forward or reverse, an alarm will sound. Pushing the park brake switch to off will disengage the park brake and cancel the alarm, but the transmission remains in neutral. In order to engage the transmission, the F&R switch must be returned to neutral before forward or rearward movement can be engaged. A very important feature provided by the park brake system is its automatic engagement. Anytime the key switch is turned off, the park brake automatically engages. If the unit happens to be moving at the time, it comes to a stop. The loader has two speed ranges. The low-speed transmission range is activated by pressing the turtle symbol. The high-speed range is activated by pressing the top of the switch. Next in line is the joystick lock and unlock switch. It has three positions. In the center position, the hydraulics are enabled and controlled by moving the joystick. Pressing the lower part of the switch will disable the hydraulics by locking the joystick. Notice that the icon in the monitor is lit. With the machine engine off, the joystick is locked. With the key switch on, pressing the upper part of the switch unlocks the joystick to allow lowering of the boom if necessary. The next switch controls the beacon light if equipped. The quick-touch switch allows hooking and unhooking an attachment from the operator's seat. To disengage the locking pins, press the upper part of the switch. To engage the locking pins, press the lower part of the switch. Always make sure the locking pins are engaged before using the attachment. The hazard light switch is activated here. Notice the icon on the monitor is illuminated. The marker lights and low beam switch has 3 positions. The lights are off in the top position. The center position turns on the front marker lights and rear tail lights. And the bottom position adds the low beam headlights. As seen earlier, the turn signal lever pulled rearward will brighten or dim the headlights. To the right is the front work light switch. Next is the rear work light switch. Pressing the rear wiper button will activate the rear wiper. Pressing and holding the button will activate the washer. The rear window heater is activated with this switch. Pushing the lower half of this switch enables the third function auxiliary detent. When enabled, the third function hydraulics will stay constantly on in detent when pushed fully forward. Refer to the operator's manual for details of its use. On cab units, the heater and air conditioner controls are located to the right of the loader control lever. The air conditioner on-off switch is to the right. Next to it is the temperature control. Left of that is the blower speed control. Next to the blower speed knob is a 12-volt receptacle. The red knob above it is for creep control valve adjustment if equipped. Refer to the operator's manual for the details of its use. On the floor you have 2 pedals. The right pedal is the throttle. The left pedal is the engine pedal and brake. Pushing down disconnects the transmission. Pushing down farther engages the brakes. Above in the headliner is an adjustable sunshade. To the right is the interior rearview mirror. To the right of the mirror is the radio if equipped. To the left is a map light and dome light. To the operator's left is a cup holder and a storage area. For ventilation, the door can be locked open. For cross ventilation, the right window can also be opened. This concludes the controls and safety system portion of this video. It's recommended you review and understand the operator's manual to become more familiar with the machine controls and features before operating.